Diane Gertson with Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service in Fort Bend County. I'm one of the Family and Community Health Agents, and I'm glad you're here today for this month's Dinner in an Instant. Today, we're going to be making chicken and rice. In a lot of homes, chicken and rice is a dinner staple, so we'll be making one that's really easy in our electric pressure cooker. First thing I'm going to do is put in about a tablespoon of olive oil and let that start heating. For this recipe, we will need about 4 medium carrots, a small onion chopped, garlic powder, Italian seasoning, salt and pepper, fresh garlic, Dijon mustard, long grain brown rice, our boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and then at the end we will add in some frozen peas. So the first thing that we're going to do is to put in our chopped onion. I used my food processor to chop the onion finely, and then our carrots. The recipe called for 4 medium carrots that were cut long ways and then cut into about 1/2-inch pieces. I cheated just a little and I used the baby carrots and cut them into about 1/2-inch pieces. So I've added this to the olive oil. We have the electric pressure cooker on the saute setting. So we're going to let this saute for about 3 minutes until the vegetables start to become tender. Our onions and carrots have been cooking on a saute function for about 3 minutes, so they're beginning to get soft. So I will turn our electric pressure cooker off. Next, we add 3 cloves of garlic, and I really like to use fresh garlic. You can use the cheater garlic that comes in the jar, but I like to use my garlic press and put in some fresh garlic and about 3 cloves. And our last clove. And then make sure we scrape all of the garlic off of the press into our pot. Next, we add in 1.5 cups of our long grain brown rice. We don't want to substitute any other type of rice. This recipe is designed using this type of rice, not an instant rice. Our Dijon mustard, about a tablespoon. And 2 teaspoons of dried Italian seasoning. We also use about, 1.5 teaspoons of garlic powder. So this is a good and garlicky recipe, and a little bit of salt and pepper. And then we add in 1.5 cups of our low sodium chicken broth. We stir all of this together, making sure that any bits that are on the bottom of the pot we have stirred up. We want to also make sure that all of our vegetables are in the liquid, and they are. So, next thing we do is add in our chicken breast, and the recipe calls for about 1 pound of chicken. We lay the chicken breasts on top. We'll take our lid, and hopefully I can get it on, lock it, make sure it is in the sealing function, turn it on. This will cook for 20 minutes. It may take it about 15 minutes to come up to pressure. Then we'll let it cook for 20 minutes. and then we let it naturally release for 10 minutes, and then we will quick release. Then we will finish up our chicken and rice. As the pressure is starting to build in the electric pressure cooker, you may see a little bit of steam escaping. This is normal, so you just want to make sure that you have the valve closed. Our chicken and rice has cooked for 20 minutes, so the next step is to let the pressure natural release for 10 minutes. So we will leave the valve sealed for 10 minutes, and then we'll come back and do a quick release for the remaining pressure. Our pressure has been releasing naturally for 10 minutes, so we will quick release the remaining pressure. You want to take something to let the steam release, and you want to be careful because the steam is hot, so you don't want to get a steam burn. Once the pressure has released, we can then take the lid off. There is a safety feature that while the pressure is still within the pot, we're not going to be able to remove the lid. So we take that off. We remove our chicken breast. We add in a cup of frozen peas. Let's see, do we stir? Yes, we stir all of this in. We're going to add our lid, put our lid back on. We're just going to leave that for about 5 minutes, and that will help the peas to thaw. And then we're going to take our chicken breast and cut it into pieces. Oh, it's quite tender. Cutting it into bite-sized chunks. It's very tender, so it's almost shredding. Okay, so now we will take our chicken breast pieces and add them back into our electric pressure cooker. Stir our chicken back into our rice and vegetable mixture. And there is our chicken and rice. It's a fully balanced meal. It's got our protein, it's got our whole grain with the brown rice, and then we have our vegetables with the peas and carrots. You could simply add a salad, another vegetable, or even something like garlic bread and have a great meal. Don't forget, when you are going to clean your electric pressure cooker, this gasket will come out and you can clean around that as well. So thank you for joining us for Dinner in an Instant. I hope you enjoy our chicken and rice.